What are your predictions for next week's UFC Pay Per View, UFC 252?
All right, so right off the back, I'm going to go ahead and say Sean O'Malley for the win.
Okay, against Chito Vera.
Yeah. Already calling it, but
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and put 100 on Sean. I'm not going to get anything back because he's going to win, and it's not going to be the underdog. It's not. I'm just going ahead and say.
Yeah.
Then Stipe is going to knock out DC.
Okay. Oh wow. He's
It's
gonna
gonna,
knock him out.
yeah, it's going to be like putting Old Yeller to bed. It's going to be a really sad night.
Oof. Oh man. You're vicious.
You're going to have to watch it.
You're vicious.
I'm not. I'm being truthful. It's just how I see it. Because there's usually, like, whenever you ask me how I see a fight going, I'm like, all right, so this is what I think is actually going to happen, and this is my dream scenario of what I want to happen.
Right.
So in what I've seen in the last two fights, Stipe is gonna just trash him.
Okay. Fuck.
It's not even gonna be fun. We're both gonna be like, I'm gonna be texting you going, why are we watching Stipe Club Baby Seals right now?
Oh my god. Holy shit. You're disrespecting one of the greatest of all time.
I know.
Oh my lord.
Sad.
Holy shit.
Because Stipe is just going to be the baddest of all time for a while.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think I've heard from both men, they're having, or at least I've heard this from DC, that he is a little worried about his conditioning. What do you think of the fact that both men don't necessarily have, because they can't go to the gym? What do you think about them not having a fully fleshed out fight camp? And how do you think that's going to impact their fight going into this?
That's why I think Stipe is going to be the one to win, is because DC's cardio wasn't the best the last time they fought. So now it being even worse, and you put in those accumulations of body shots and trying to get takedowns, and then Stipe's boxing and everything, I think DC is just not going to be able to handle it.
Let me ask you this. What about if, because now knowing that that's what DC is going to have to deal with and what he's going to have to go through, because you could argue that Daniel Cormier just really underestimated Stipe in their second fight, because he knocked Stipe out cold in their first fight, round one. And he probably just did not expect Stipe to come as prepared as he was for their second fight. Now that both men have a knockout under their belt for each fighter, do you think that's going to carry over for Daniel Cormier, and Daniel Cormier is going to have a new battle plan ready? Like, he's going to be even more prepared.
Yeah, I think he is going to try. It's not going to be the same as the last two fights. I think this one's going to be different, but I believe the outcome will be similar to the last one. But real quick, there's a cute little thing happening. Little snake's poking his head out. I don't know if you can see him. He's poking his little head out.
I think I see him down there. Oh yeah, I see him.
But yeah, he likes to dig into his little bedding, and I just thought it was cute that he poked his little head out, because then I saw like.
Yeah, nice. Final question on DC versus Stipe 3.
Yeah.
Because it's taking place in the UFC Apex Center, and the Octagon is approximately
the 25-foot ring,
20% smaller, what do you think that the size difference is going to impact the fight a certain way, and why so?
So I haven't really noticed it affect any of the other fights.
Correct.
And that we've had in the ring. I don't even I could kind of notice that it's smaller, but for once the fights start, you don't really notice it as much.
Yeah, I've actually seen the numbers, and there's actually there's not really a difference between the numbers of finishes between the regular sized Octagon, say from Fight Island, and the Apex Center Octagon.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a psychological thing.
Yeah, but then what DC was saying is that his wrestling is going to be more on point because he has less room to escape.
Bring your wrestling shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting. He said Stevie's going to win. Sean O'Malley's going to win. Who do you think's going to beat? Who do you think's going to win between Dos Santos and Rosenstrike?
I give this one to Rosenstrike.
Yeah. Now, do you think this is going to be by KO or decision?
I think this one goes all 3 rounds.
Okay. I think it's going to be it's going to be hard. These are both heavy hitters. The problem with Dos Santos is that he has been doing this thing lately where all he does is just leap forward and throw this big uppercut.
No, he's always done that.
I mean, he's always done that, but I mean, like, you can
he's always been that guy.
You can
now everybody just knows it's coming.
You can just tell that he leaves himself open too much.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where he's always done it, but now he's just lazily doing the same thing he's always done.
Yep. And for the remainder of the fight card, I think John Dotson's going to be his opponent. I mean, his opponent is a much fresher fighter, but I think John Dotson's probably going to be able to take it, maybe. But that's just because I have faith in Ultimate Fighter alumni. Probably shouldn't, but we'll see. And then I
feel like Ultimate Fighter alumni are way harder than Contender Series alumni.
Yeah, because they fought through like a tournament of people,
yeah,
just to win. So I have faith in the Dotster. Excuse me. And then the final fight on the card here, we've got for me the much anticipated rematch between Magomed Ankalaev and Ion Cutabella.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was on this card.
Or is it? I said Cutabella, but I got the L and the B backwards. It's Cutelaba.
Yes, we'll go with that.
Yeah, sure. I'll leave it at that. I'll call him Ion or Ion or whatever.
It's
but I am super excited about that. And now
it's gonna be a real slobber knocker of a fight.
Now, besides the fact that it got prematurely stopped in their first fight, I still think Magomed is going to be able to win here, just because he was trashing on the first fight. Like, he was just trashing him to the point where he was literally beating the shit out of him so much. The ref and everybody else at the time was like, "Oh my god, he's knocked him out cold on his feet."
Yeah,
but then again,
he's like, "What?"
Yeah, but then again, of course, there was Cutelaba who was really playing up, the drama of him getting hit like that. But yeah, exactly. So that's our predictions for UFC 252.